I'm here with Mrs. Shelley, the Deputy Head of Holbrook High School. What do you think about the changing exam system?
I think the changes proposed on paper look absolutely fine, but unfortunately we've come through a recent history of many changes, which mean that we are implementing again yet another change for teachers and for students to adapt to. We will of course adapt, but it means that teachers who have been used to delivering their subject matters in one way have to change again for a new curriculum, a new spec. Now, what's changing significantly is all the modules and the units that you can take along the way. And for some students, that really supports them in succeeding and in passing the course because it breaks it down into chunks. The end of unit exam, the final exam that they'll sit at the end of the course, will pose a significant challenge. And of course, we have to prepare students in a very different way for that.
Do you think it's fair that perhaps students who didn't do well on their first exam have no choice to retake it?
The retake culture is an interesting one because we've all been in that situation where we felt that exam pressure and stress, and for some students that means that they underachieve on the day. Allowing them to have a second chance does seem fair. However, we've also seen some schools that keep putting them in and giving them another chance and another chance to the point that they're just taking that exam repeatedly and doesn't really give them a fair experience of what an examination should be.
How much involvement do you have in the setting of examinations?
At school level, we have very little. However, the Department for Education do consult when they make these changes. In fact, they've just finished a recent period of consultation that all head teachers and deputy head teachers and school leaders have been asked to contribute to. Of course, with so many people in the country, all giving their views, all having very strong opinions, it's a very difficult position for the politicians to be in because they have to make the right choices for everybody.
Do you think students are taught enough life skills for them to go into work?
I think all schools and academies have a real demand placed upon them to present well-rounded young individuals who have good qualifications and a whole variety of skills ready for the modern workplace. A modern employer also has high demands. They want students who can adapt very quickly, and the world of work is a changing and changeable place. Trying to meet those demands and deliver the qualifications that we've already discussed are changing is very difficult. One of the ways that we do that is by offering students a work experience placement, but that's increasingly difficult given the demands on employers and the time constraints that they have. I think it's an invaluable resource, and tapping into that work experience placement is so important.
Do you think students' voices are heard?
I don't think students' voices are ever heard enough. I'm absolutely delighted that you're making it happen through this project, and certainly as part of our Academy Improvement Plan, we are giving students a leading voice in how we move forward. In the bigger picture, do young voices influence politics and government to really listen to what's going on in their schools? I'll ask you to come back to me when you've had all the conversations that you've had. But certainly I think there's always a place for young people's voice, but maybe it's not often heard loud enough.
Are any anti-stress techniques taught to students?
Yeah, we teach anti-stress or relaxation techniques through their life skills programme, following on from what they do in PSHE at Key Stage 3. This would include prioritising and then coping strategies for getting through the difficult exam period. Time management is really difficult, particularly with so many different subjects to cover. And the other thing we try to do is to give young people hands-on tools to help them organise their study and their study time. All students are quite different though, and really the most important thing that we offer is one-to-one support, and we try to give every student in Year 11 an academic mentor to give them advice and to help them plan their time and get through that stressful period of examinations.
Do you get stressed as a teacher?
If I popped into my staff room now, I would see different conversations taking place. I think any job is a difficult job, but teaching has times of the year when it's incredibly demanding for teachers with all the marking, and of course the demands upon teachers to get young people the results that they really deserve. So yes, I think we all at times feel those stresses, but the most important thing is that we work collaboratively in making sure that we offer the best that we can do.